welcome to Opposites React. I'm Ashley.
I'm Whitney.
And today we will be watching the next installment of Vincent's Tale.
Wait.
Right? Yes, Vincent's Tale.
Okay, but like, this is not another teaser ad, right? Like, do you remember the first one? It was like an ad for...
It was the prologue to Vincent's Tale.
Yes, the
and
prologue.
And then we had Vincent's Tale. And where we left off on Vincent's Tale was he was disillusioned by society in general. And basically our conversation was that, so he was, disillusioned by society. He was playing his guitar, and then he went down into the alleyway and bumped into the guy, and the guy followed him, and they got in a fight, and he
killed him,
yes,
right?
With a bottle.
Do you?
And then he went and waited for the cops, and we suspected that he was trying to, get offed by the police, but he ran into Richard.
That's right, and he was getting off by the police, and Richard...
Well, he ran into Richard, who had just it was his first day back on the job,
yes.
And Richard, through all of his trauma dealing with
Screech,
decided, he detained him rather than using force. And so then now Vincent is in custody. And that's where we left off. And we had this whole conversation about, about basically being awake and like how many people are just, we're all just pawns in the system, and how many people choose to opt out by entering the penal system.
Yes.
Where you can get your 3 squares and a cot.
Okay. One, I really hope we hit record. 2,
now you have me paranoid.
Did you?
Yes, we did.
Please tell me, for my own mental health.
Yes.
That you went back and watched that.
Yes, I did.
Okay, this is not just off the cuff. You remember this from months ago.
No, I went and watched our reaction so that I could remember what the video was and what we talked about, so that I could fill you in. I did homework this morning so I could give you a recap.
Good, because I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, do we have a doctor on the following? Can you look? Do I have a tumor? How is this? I am not remembering it.
I never would have remembered
gosh.
it. I never would have remembered it if I didn't rewatch it.
You could have lied to me, and I would have been like so impressed, and then also incredibly worried about myself.
I could have gaslit the shit out of you.
You really could have.
No, Whitney, I remembered it all.
I would have started crying like I'm about to how am I not remembering? I can't remember what we watched last week.
I know. No, neither can I. I totally went back and did my homework, because I was like, okay, I know this is going to be the next installment. I have to go and rewatch it so I can remember.
Oh my gosh. Oh, whew. I was like,
all right.
Okay. All right, let's get into Vincent's Tale now. Thank you for the recap.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh.
What?
It's the internet. It's the Netflix that is making us super stupid. We can't even remember our own shows that we watch and our own opinions, because every week, here's the recap of what happened in the episode before. There never used to be recaps.
Well, no, but also you and I watch so many videos that sometimes it's hard to remember absolutely everything that we watched. So you're saying
it's okay and it's normal?
I think, and we're old.
Okay, all right. As long as I'm normal.
I feel like it's okay. I mean, think about all the things that we have to think of and remember at all times.
Yes.
I can barely remember important appointments.
Good. I was starting to get concerned.
Okay.
Okay, let's get into it. Vincent. You can have a guitar in prison.
you ever felt?
We just got to talk about that, I think.
Okay.
What is that like? It almost sounded like it was muffled, like the guitar. It was super high.
The tone,
but it was like it sounded like it was like
the scratchy tone of
the
guitar.
Yeah. Like it was almost like you know what? It sounded like it was like from an old school radio. Like I was listening it through.
Yeah, I thought that tone was interesting. It can be a combination of a couple things. And again, I'm not a professional guitarist. I don't really even play the guitar. This is just what I remember my guitarists talking about. It can be a combination of a couple things. The pickups. So the pickups that are installed on the guitar, how it picks up the vibration from the strings and transmits it to the amplifier. So there's different types of pickups that you can put in the guitar. Okay. And then also the amplifier that's used to produce the sound.
Oh.
So like if you use a vintage amplifier, it's going to sound different than a modern amplifier.
That
different amplifiers are going to sound different. If you put it straight into a mixing board and put an effect on it, that's also going to sound different. So there's a variety of ways. If you have a super duper old guitar with a crazy different body than a brand new guitar, like a wood body guitar versus a fiberglass guitar versus a carbon fiber guitar, like there's all sorts of different variations of guitar that can be used to create different sounds. But that particular scratchy sound, you could either have gone straight into a mixing board with an effect on it to make it sound like that vintage sound, or it can be old pickups and an old amp. Okay. That's my guess.
All right. Well, I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, it sounded really cool. I really like that
kind of vintage sound. And like the long intro. I mean, and then before, because I have a feeling this song is going to be very serious, and my comment is not going to be appreciated, but is he in like a luxury prison?
Where he's in a white collar prison.
Yeah, like he's got a private room.
With his guitar. And his Air Jordan fit.
Yes. And so it's like, are prisons different in the UK?
For the art, Whitney. He's in a music video.
But it looked like he was in an actual
prison. Yeah. And so this was like... The prison itself does not look luxurious whatsoever.
No, like with the locked door, but I was like, dude, tell me. Did they take like the double bunk beds out or whatever?
Right, he's just got the one room.
And or is that actually how prisons are? Because
I wonder if it's in a decommissioned prison, you know, like the kind that are museums.
Oh, yeah, because I was like, if that's really how it is, I need to go commit a crime.
Get me a private room in a prison and finally get some peace.
I'll just sit and read my Kindle.
Right? He gets a guitar, I get a Kindle. Let's move.
Right? Okay, I'm so sorry. Now, you know,
let's do it. It does look like a very old guitar.
Anger. Have you ever felt anger with nowhere to place?
Hold on, I'm going to turn off the closed captioning because it's ahead and I'm going to get distracted.
Anger. Have you ever felt anger with nowhere to place it? Vincent felt cold, neglected and jaded, impotent, empathy castrated. Look for the new thing, always look for the new thing, but never look inside, never look within, without, above, below, same thing. Wait, it gets deeper than that. The insane thing is sane men living in insane terrain, contorn insane brains that are kind of deranged, strange, without the factor of cause and effect. Factually, the man's a casualty of constant neglect. Let's start at the start. Vincent was born in the dark, home birth to a mother, painted scars in her arm. Track march from the dragon, China white in the palm. Shooting up the birth canal, Vinny fell out like yarn. Tumbled out, himself unraveling, and that was the theme. Exceptionally average grade, sprayed with low self-esteem. From the fire to the frying pan, painting it green. When it's the cash that rules everything around me. Cream, get the money, funny Vinny. He weren't ever good at hustling, shitty jobs that he was dead and stocking. Started a combustion, nothing. Pulled him out of debt, the debt collector's rushing to be stripping him of everything. Eventually, there's nothing. The cycle is a cycle for a psychopath on ice. The day repeats, the days, the weeks a most your life. When the day's done, it's the same one. It's a repeat, it's a rerun. A deja vu religion, a foreboding of a prison. Whole Britain, Great Britain, hell Britannia rule the waves. We started out with intentions and we ended up like slaves. Drink to kill the tension, but the drinks cost your wage. What helps you is what kills you. when you're living 2DK.
2DK?
You're living to decay. You're living
Oh,
to die.
living to decay. Like decay the word. I was thinking the letters.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so it goes. Vinny starts to drink to let go. Soon he's drinking, cause when he don't drink, every day is a day on death row. So he drinks so we don't have to think. Mercy tastes bittersweet when the spirit that's inside of him sinks in his teeth. And the months turn over, May to October. More days pissed than the days he spent sober. Skin looks older, demeanor gets colder. Sledgehammer swing to that chip on your shoulder. A cold prison deep in alcoholism. 40% proof, no juice. Inhibition get loose, bad decision and taboos. When we're living for the booze, who's who he lose himself to? One too many, 1, 2, 3 shots down. Drown those sorrows up in London town. If we in for a penny, we in for a pound. Fate comes full circle. Now it's Vinny boys round.
Here, before we get into Richard's tale, should we talk about Vincent's tale?
Yes.
Okay. The cadence that Ren had throughout, like with the fluctuations and the change, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
It kept me captivated.
Like the ebb and flow.
Yes, and I think what that's so impressive about him is that with this video, like in the prison, it was very simple.
Right.
There was not a lot visually going on.
Right. It allowed you to fixate on what he was saying.
But he kept you so engaged the whole time, which I thought was so cool. And I felt really bad as I'm like grooving along to the song. I was like, he's singing about something really horrible.
Right.
And I was like, I should hold still.
Right.
This is not a good groove.
Right.
I don't want to feel it.
Yes.
But I'm like, but it is. I gotta move my body. It's such a groove. But it was like, but he did such a good job of keeping you captivated, keeping you engaged. I thought it was great.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because like in it, you know, in the other tales, it was about the cycle of abuse, right? And this sounds like it's a little bit more about the cycle of addiction, where, you know, he talks about basically
where the abuse starts is at the addiction,
right? Because he talked about how Vincent's mother was addicted, and then he, you know, is going through his life and becomes addicted just to get through the days, and you spend all your money trying to numb yourself to the, you know, grim situation that you live in, and then you end up in the similar situations. And so it's like these cycles, he's basically shining a light on kind of the horrible cycles that permeate society essentially. So it's just and always doing it in such an artistic way,
right?
So
it's like, while I'm talking about all these troubles that we're dealing with,
and now Richard's tale, I wonder if it's going to get into a cycle of trauma.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's check it out. I have a feeling there's a lot more going on here.
I also really loved in that beginning line where he referenced Gnosticism with the as above, so below. I really love when the kind of esoteric schools of thought are brought into different artistic endeavors. I think it's fun.
Fun?
Yes.
Sure.
Siren starts singing as the screws murder silence. Stand on my Miranda, my right to remain violent. One man's resistance is another man's tyrant. When tyrants make the laws, they go to war with non-compliance. Locked up, Vinny been locked up since his mother knocked up. Kitty grew up fast, pulled his socks up, chop chop. Keep that credit top top. Time is money, tick tock. Quantify the price upon your soul and then it's chop shop. Not particularly special, Vinny spent his life a vessel for the musings of the devil. Repetition caused some issues, turned a hide into a jackal. Building pressure in the kettle, bubble up to boiling level. Ooh man, he's a mad lad, falling on the warpath. Vinny split the atom like a Nagasaki bloodbath. Skies are raining black ash, copper car lights flash. Red and blue kaleidoscope, some folks don't like that. Never mind, just a victim of society. The one that serves you alcohol and sells you your sobriety. The one that sells you sex as it pedestals virginity. The one where we elect these lying pests with God ability. 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 1. Our boy spun his own web-fed tarantulas come like 9 to the 9 to the 9. Through his Christ timelines intersect. Rich's fate was designed. Just set the scene, it's 2019. Richard and a boy named Screech. The hands of fate, they touch and read. Siblings buried, blood it bleeds. Etched in Richard's memories. Force a model, troubled sleep. Takes a time of absently. Hitting the bottle to soften the blow. In the walls of yourself and there's nowhere to go. When his friends on the force, they don't call, they don't show. Go to therapy, raggedy seem to plateau. When his popo went loco and woe so low that his mojo no mono rebound no yo-yo. And so the time it moved slow-mo. You see the case was never closed cause the motive was confusing. Orphan killed his sister but his sister was removed when the mother died in childbirth, but dying womb life brings. The cycle of samsara always was quite amusing. Brother killed his sister, but the records seem to show the brother never met his sister, didn't even know. So the tragedy was a catastrophe, a fate fucked up. Richard's losing sleep while his whole family's talked up.
Just doodling?
No, I think he was writing. Go back. I'm pretty sure he was writing. It looks like writing.
I wish I could zoom in.
No, I'm pretty sure it's an outline. He's taking notes.
Oh, okay.
To me, I choose to believe that.
The 5 stages of grief is a common psychological model, often used to provide reassurance to all those stricken by loss. For loss comes with a cost like frostbite, shockingly cold, paving the road to decomposure, decomposing your soul. 1. Denial, pretending for a while, reality retired, but everything is changing. Richie lost the will to smile, how to reconcile when murdering a child. The 2nd stage is anger, feel it bubbling the bile. Anger damn the man that served the hand that wrote the plan. If God is will that's good and grand, then damn we are. We all are damn forsaken by creation, revelations Richard cannot stand. The 3rd stage is bargaining, begging God for second chance. Lord, I know it is a reach, but I'm begging on my knees. Resurrect the boy James, resurrect the boy Screech. I'll devote my life to thee, I will live a life of peace. Stage 4 is depression, that's a lesson taught in grief. Depression, demonic like possession, that feeds upon this spark for life. No water is refreshing, no sunlight brings him warmth, no sleep will ever bring resting. His guilt and doubt are oh so loud, the silence sounds so deafening. Depression, the numbing of expression, the negative obsession, ruminating in oppression. Stressing is a lesson when your mind begins reflecting. That's stage number 5. 5 is acceptance.
I like the shift.
Yeah.
Like how he went kind of hardcore rap and now it's like, okay, acceptance. The ding, bright piano
ding. Yeah.
is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see where this goes because I have a feeling it's not going to go the way I want it to.
Well, it never does.
It never does. That's why I'm like, I don't know why I keep saying yes to this. Like,
why do we keep subjecting ourselves to this?
Yes, I think when you say, hey, Ren has a new one, I should be like, shan't, I'm sick.
No, thank you.
You can do that one solo. Enjoy. Yes, because I like. So far, I've loved it because he's talking about past
Right. Like, we've already processed
I've already
this.
been really sad about that.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like, okay, I can focus on this. However, the anxiety that it's building up in me because it's Ren, and I'm not going to get what I want, and I would like to write a letter and just say, excuse me, sir. I would like a happy ending.
Excuse me, I would like one request for a happy ending, please.
Happily ever after. Stop saying happy ending. I feel like I would like a happily ever after.
My mind didn't even go there.
Mine did.
I would.
I know. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Souls get shaken up. The road's never quite ideal. But slow, rise, dust it off. And let me tell you something, Richie, man, I'm proud. Cause you pulled a stitch from the seam, the wound was open weeping. Felt like a regression, but that flesh was set for healing. You wrestled imperfections, misdirections, what with demons. Most demons are a fallen angel, truth has double meanings. Perspective disconnects the trauma, trauma turns to less.
That's a great line.
Say that again. I was so focused on the fact that this is very much reminding me of the Ghost of Christmas Present. Like, just where he's here narrating the life. I mean, the only thing that would make it exactly is if you had Richard, Ghost Richard next to him.
Oh.
But it was like, he's just here narrating, what's happening. Like, good for you. You made it. You pulled, you closed a stitch. Or closed a wound, yeah.
When he basically said demons are fallen angels. Most demons are fallen angels, and the truth has double meanings.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was a really great line where it's basically like, yeah, two things can be true. Like,
at the same time.
Yeah, like there's, you can be hurting, you can be facing these demons, but they're also fallen angels. They're also things that used to be good.
Mm-hmm. That also reminds me of the line that he said, Hyde.
Where there's good in them. Sorry.
Yes, where he was saying Hyde was being turned into Jekyll. Which one was bad? It was Jekyll, right? Or Hyde?
I think Jekyll was the bad one.
Oh, no, I think it was Hyde because he said Jekyll turns to Hyde.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, where it wasn't like, okay, it's you're not
right.
bad to start. You're like,
right.
You're on this path to them being.
I kind of want to go and break down every bar, but then this would be like a 2-hour thing.
Yeah, no,
a 2-hour tour, a 3-hour tour.
Nobody wants to sit with us for that long.
Flesh was set for healing. You wrestled imperfections, misdirections, what with demons. Most demons are a fallen angel, truth has double meanings. Perspective disconnects the trauma, trauma turns to lessons. The biggest curse you'll ever face could be your greatest blessing. Remember, in the darkest times, no need for second guessing. No path is ever linear, a stumble leads to stepping. You're a soldier, a scholar of life's sorrow, and day follows day. There will always be tomorrow when it gets colder. Whatever, it's only weather. Rain feeds the crops, let them grow, think clever. I'm so fucking proud of you, Richie, my boy. I know you're itchy, my boy, to get to work and deploy. Serve and protect my Don, in for the right reason. I know you think you've done wrong, but look at who you become. It's your first day at work, big man. Hold that head up high, my friend. Come on. We're all proud of you, Richie. I hope you get out there and smash it. I mean, what could go wrong?
Cool. What could go wrong? Why would you say that? I really loved the line, perspective disconnects the trauma.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that a lot. But, yes, I mean, what's next? However, I do appreciate that specific video didn't end, horrible. And it wasn't this big, horrible reveal because we already knew what came next.
Yes.
Was his arrest of Vincent. Was it Vincent? Yes.
Yes. I think, so it's going to make me cry because, when he's singing to Richard and, being like, I'm so proud of you and look at you, you've got all of this, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you, yeah, you can do it. Knowing everything that's coming and knowing, everything that he's about to go through, it's that sucks. Because he worked so hard. And it's yeah, it's a commentary on I almost feel really bad for Ren, actually. Because like, is his perspective on life that every single time you struggle and claw your way back up, you just get shoved down again.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, every single time you dig your way back up out of the pit, you just get smashed down again because, like...
Is that truly his outlook?
Is that I feel like that's what he sings about.
A lot.
A lot. And it's sad. Like, if that's the way he feels, it's sad, and I feel sad for him. Because, you know, yeah, life is hard, and it's shitty sometimes. And I agree that, you know, like, you know, there's been a ton of times where I've worked really hard to overcome something and then I'm faced with it again. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's not like that all the time.
No, but, okay, correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
When he arrested Vince, like, he chose not...
Right.
He apprehended him.
Right.
So isn't that, okay, when you overcome something horrible,
Mm-hmm.
you absolutely are faced with it again. That's,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's mortality. That's life.
Right.
You're faced with it again, but you handle it better.
Right.
And so, like, I feel like this is a commentary on, wow, he, and he even said at the very end was,
Right.
you do a better job
Right.
the next time. So, yes, he had something very traumatic.
Yeah.
And because of that, it became a blessing, I mean, to use the term loosely, to then, now he didn't shoot.
Right.
He then was able to apprehend him. And even though he's faced with something hard again,
Yeah.
he made a different choice.
Mm-hmm.
He made a different choice that then, I mean, Vincent was able to continue his life.
Right.
You know, and then think about the butterfly effect.
Yeah.
Then, okay, well, now what comes of Vincent not being killed and being able to reflect on his life, and where does that go from there? So I actually think...
Yeah,
this
maybe
is,
the outlook isn't so bleak.
It's not so bleak. It is a commentary on, we all go through really horrible things.
Mm-hmm.
How do we respond to those horrible things? Do we let them drag us down? Do we let those horrible things turn us
Mm-hmm.
from Jekyll into Hyde or from good into evil?
Mm-hmm.
Or do we learn from them and let them become blessings?
Right.
That, yes, they're all hard. It is traumatic. But what do we do with that?
Right.
Do we process it and be better?
Right.
And that may be because of, like, where he processed it and be better, where maybe that's the commentary he's trying to make.
Yeah. Hopefully so. Yeah, because, like...
Well, I get what you're saying, where it's like,
because
wait, did you just always feel so horrible?
I know. I was feeling so emotional for Richard. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, you did it. And then it was like... And then it showed, like, the fast-forwarded version of everything that was to happen. And it was like... What a rug pull.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but then,
but then it's like, but then it was like, yeah, you did make a different choice. But it was like, just in that moment, it was like, you're feeling so hopeful and the music has you feeling so good and happy for him. And then it's like, just kidding, yoink.
Yeah, remember how he
like,
was faced with the same
here
thing.
you are with a smile on your face, hopeful for your first day back at work. And you're going to be faced with all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look what you're going to have to go through. You know what I mean? But it's like, yes, he does make a good choice, but it was just kind of like a big rug pull of like, oh gosh, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I totally get your point of like, yeah, he did make a better choice, but in the moment it just hit me like, oh,
it ended up for good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you're suffering for your benefit.
Right.
If you let it.
Right. Yeah, if you
let it, all suffering can be for your good.
Yes.
But
if you let it make you turn into a bitter Betty, then you can just become a bitter person.
Absolutely. Like it's all, you are in control.
Yes.
So
you are the driver of your car.
Yes. I didn't hate that as much as I thought I was going to.
And especially when you...
And when I say
like,
hate that,
right.
I mean, because, like, just the emotions that Ren usually draws.
Right.
Like, whereas, like,
we all know you hate feeling the feelings.
Well, but it was nice to have, like, wait, that was good.
Yeah.
Or at least I'm choosing to see it as good because
it was the happy ending that you were hoping for.
Yes, I was not... Yeah, I was hoping... for a better ending than his typical videos.
You can mental gymnastics your way into having it be a happy ending.
Absolutely.
Versus,
No, this is terrible. Look at what he's faced with again.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, we can at least convince ourselves, no, this is a good thing.
Yes.
Happy ending.
Yes. Yay for Vincent to be able to survive and then have some reflection on how he's going to do better.
Yes. And we'll see where this leads us, because I'm sure that there is more to the story, and
There always is more to the story.
And I can't wait to go back and listen to it more and like see all the fun, lyricism that's been happened in there, because obviously this is probably, this is already a 30-minute video. So
Holy cow.
like we don't have time to continue down that road and break down absolutely everything. But that was super fun.
Like and subscribe, guys.
Bye.